Hello biology students, we're going to wrap up the chapter today, hopefully pretty quickly. I'm not going to keep you too long, and it's chapter 19.3 on cartilaginous fish. And I'm sorry my voice is kind of gone. I've been kind of sick for the past couple days, so I'm going to try and conserve it as much as I can. Let's get started. Cartilaginous fish don't have bone, but do have cartilage. Kind of like your ear or your nose is made of cartilage. This part of your ear, it's firm yet kind of flexible and bendable. Same thing about sharks, firm yet flexible. These creatures are thought to be evolutionarily primitive, but it turns out that they have some pretty stunning features such as internal fertilization, live young, that makes them kind of defy evolution. As not very primitive, because internal fertilization is something that was developed later on in the evolutionary, so to speak, lineage, and yet sharks, which are primitive, have it. That makes them very unique. Sharks are most distinguishable by their asymmetrical caudal fin. You can see that the caudal fin is a lot longer on this shark on top, on the sandbar shark. Many species of sharks, whale shark, basking shark, the largest of all sharks. A lot of these sharks, though, are plankton eaters. The whale shark, not going to eat you, pretty harmless. And it's amazing that there are creatures that are so big that feed on something so small, microscopic. It would be like us eating the air and just picking up whatever is in the air. And us growing to be giant-sized. It's pretty incredible. Characteristics. Sharks are unique in that their jaws are filled up with 20 rows of jagged, razor-sharp teeth. Unlike other vertebrates, their teeth are not anchored to their jaws, but are embedded in the gums. And so it would be like your teeth just kind of stuck up in the gums, and sometimes they fall out, but that's okay. You have 20 other rows of them, and the rows actually move forward over time, kind of like on a conveyor belt, so that the teeth that are over here will slowly rotate up here, and then they'll fall out, and then keep going. And that happens all throughout the shark's life. Kind of a simple system, but brilliant. Sharks are well-equipped hunters. They have organs in their head that allow them to detect the electrical fields put out by the other fish's nervous systems. So remember we talked about the lateral line, and how the lateral line detected movements in the water. Well, the lateral line, among with other things in fish, put out electrical impulses into the water, and the sharks can feel these. So even though the fish's electrical line is meant to protect, the fish's lateral line is meant to protect them, sometimes it actually does them more harm, because the sharks can detect the electrical impulses they put out and start swimming towards them to eat the fish. Rays and chimeras. Rays are a group of 600 species of unusual fish, spend a great deal of time buried in the sandy ocean bottom. Some rays are dangerous, like the stingray, which ranges from 5 inches to 7 feet. Stingrays killed the crocodile hunter because it has a sharp, barbed, poisonous stinger. Chimeras, such as a ratfish and elephant fish, are medium-sized fish with a long, slender, pointed tail. Looks very creepy to me. Wouldn't want to see that while swimming the ocean. They're well known for being pretty unknown. Chimeras are often used in mythology, among some other things. A lot of fantasy stories pick them up as being weird creatures, whether they are flying or kind of like a head of the dragon, body of a lion and tail of a dolphin. I don't know, having some unique characteristics, but really they're just ocean-dwelling, creepy-looking fish. Here's some other cartilaginous fish. These are straight out of nightmares. 43 species of lamprey and 70 species of hagfish exist. They're among the rarest fish. They have slimy, scaleless bodies, resemble eels. This is a lamprey, a parasitic bloodsucker just attaches to other fish and steals their nutrients. So you can see how their mouth is meant to pierce the fish's skin and draw blood out of them. That's not too good. I wouldn't want to get that on me. Here's another one. The hagfish creates a slime which chokes other fish to death, and then when the fish dies, the hagfish eats it up. So in the presence of other fish, this hagfish kind of squeezes out the slime from its body and covers the other fish in it, and the other fish suffocates, and the hagfish is like, ooh, dinner, and it eats it up. So that's a picture of the hagfish, and you can see that that's a lot of slime that's made. I mean, that thing could even cover you. It's not too good. But both of these are unique predators and parasites, and you don't necessarily want them to come in contact with your goldfish in your pond. Well, anyway, that's all for today. Make sure you do section review 19.3, numbers 1 through 6, and that's the end of the chapter, chapter 19. And that's good. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Stay safe and healthy. Bye-bye.